Hey, Alex. I've almost finished writing the summary for the report.
Perfect.
I'm still unconvinced. So here's a question for you, Alex. How can we do this without killing 3 strikes?
Fencer still hasn't recovered?
He has, but the doctor won't let him fly.
Just as much.
How much longer are you gonna make me wait?
This is self-important stuff.
Here, it really is quite important.
We're connected. Ready now, sir.
I'm Brigadier General Howard Clemens. I'm in charge of this operation. Our objective is to capture an advanced submarine in harbor at Artiglio. The port of Artiglio and the surrounding oil facilities were mostly destroyed by another air operation.
Oh, that port. Seems like such a long time ago.
You've been there? However, Erusian forces repaired the facilities and used them to resupply and maintenance a massive submarine.
Here's a question. How long do you think this submarine is? If you guess 495 meters, you're right. It also has a width of 116 meters, with a submerged displacement of 810,000 tons. It's a supersized nuclear submarine powered by 2 liquid metal-cooled reactors.
I guess it really is huge. So who's the quiz show host?
David North. I'm an OIA analyst from Advanced Weapons Analysis.
Why isn't he here?
Because he doesn't need to be. He can perform his analysis at his home office.
Ha! We've got ourselves an armchair detective.
Continue.
I've come to call this super submarine the Alicorn. The Alicorn is a submarine, and yet it can stage aircraft operations like a carrier. It also boasts some serious firepower with its 2 main railguns. Their range is over 400 kilometers.
A real monster if there ever was.
The sub's force projection capabilities are equivalent to a carrier strike group. Furthermore, it can approach underwater or use aircraft and railguns to attack outside the enemy's range. It has an unusual history befitting such a ship. It was launched 4 years ago. However, it went MIA on a sea trial after being outfitted. It was later found at the bottom of the ocean by chance, and of the 356 crewmen, 330 were rescued. Here's the question. For how many days was the Alicorn underwater? It was 698 days.
Whoa. They were down there 2 years?
They were on the seafloor at 15 degrees.
So why are they deploying it to the front lines now?
I suspect it has to do with the loss of an arsenal bird in the IRBM cluster.
Huh. Okay, so we just blow up the damn thing?
We capture it. Don't make me repeat myself. We've had reports from local sources that there are weapons of mass destruction aboard the Alicorn.
Source.
If we can secure that evidence, we'll gain advantage in the peace negotiations post-war.
The Ocean Navy has dispatched a fleet, including a landing ship, to capture the Alicorn. Our mission is to secure air superiority and protect this assault and capture task force.
If we take too long, they'll scuttle the sub. The fleet will commence its actions while we seize the skies.
Wouldn't it be risky to bring the fleet in before we secure air superiority?
That is none of your concern.
So basically, you're putting our fleet in danger for political gains.
They should have taught how to address superiors in boot camp.
An EW squadron will be deployed. Their ESM will be a valuable asset. Stay within their range, and you'll have a significant advantage over your enemies. The ETA for the EW aircraft is the same as HL.
Only Strider Squadron will sortie.
Whoa, I have to sit this one out?
Wait, Wiseman, you're not coming?
I'll be assisting the Brigadier General at HQ.
This is by no means a difficult mission. Your squadron commander's absence shouldn't change that.
It's a requiem. Set off as soon as we're ready. Friendly aircraft and EW aircraft will arrive 5 minutes late.
What?
Retreat and wait for backup.
Retreat not authorized. Gain air superiority at once.
Trigger,
What now? You doing this or not? Trigger's already kicked off the game.
Going in. After trigger.
all aircraft engage, weapons free.
Sir, you didn't tell us there was a change in the H-hours.
Been our hot shot for the last 5 minutes.
There was never any dogfight. Hang up, this temper is acknowledged.
Shut your trap and keep shooting.
Shit! Do it with a bang.
Hit me.
Strider 1, missile launched. Enemy has a lock on you.
Enemy's got lock.
Watch 2.
Missile away.
Let's see how good you are.
Combat's a lot harder without Wiseman.
You sure? Our man Trio was an absolute monster just now. I don't need no Wiseman to fly.
Improve it, Cal.
Righto.
Shoot that enemy.
Strider 1, missile launched.
I'm down quite a few, but haven't you made a dent?
Shut up. You see Trigger complaining?
Well, he doesn't talk much, but fine. Here I go.
It's not every day you're in a battle like this.
Come on, try me. Nobody's got more combat experience than we do.
See you later, cowboy. Trigger, take out enemies away from our fleet too. Take control of the entire airspace.
Enemy's got lock.
This is Sigurd 1. 3 and 4, head to 305. Instant attack. Sigurd 3, let's go.
Trigger, seeing advanced stealth fighters.
SG-57s, highly capable planes. Stay on your toes if you engage them. Yes, EW aircraft and Drake Squadron are here.
I didn't think you'd get her so quickly.
Trigger shot down at SC-57.
The EW aircraft have strong ESM on board. They can improve your dogfighting capabilities by enhancing missile range, homing, and more.
I can target at the moment I try to close in on their ship. They're only human. They'll tire out soon enough.
Enemy.
Help me!
Drake Squadron, follow me. I'll show you how the pros do it.
Trust your aircraft. What a check. Not yet. I'll keep him hanging. Take him down. Roger. I'll show you who's know you EBT copy. attack our fleet must be stopped.
Alright, you go.
Go. Keep track of your allies. That would have been way too close if it wasn't for Trigger.
I don't even have time for a snack on this operation.
You just wait. I'll get you a break in a second.
Thanks.
No control. Returning to base. Don't forget to tell the mechanics if you have a problem every time Free Strike shows up.
Target destroyed. Barrier destroyed. Nice work. Those fighters are after the fleet. Take care of the rest.
Evading. You see that sign set up? Why the hell was it not next to the sign?
Missile away. Target hit.
The enemy ship's short bird. Hold until enemy aircraft are in range.
Be advised, enemy aircraft nearing the landing ship. Target acquired.
They sure brought a lot of fire.
Mark. Intercepting.
Barrier 2s have all been destroyed.
Good job.
Great work.
That bird over there flies pretty well. Didn't sounds like we're still around.
Excellent.
Command duty officer. The approaching landing ship is to be considered hostile. Set it as your target. Roger. Set primary target to hostile landing ship Puffin. Our target is the captain of the Puffin, Robin Airy. Captain? You don't see it. He's now killing the people.
Detecting hostile barrage jamming. On EW aircraft. Displaying the jammed area on your radars. The rings are thinning. At last, the light at the end of the tunnel. Continuing the mission.
We've been savvy, so I'm strike. I can't stop crippling.
Let's try to run. Missile away.
I have to keep up. Come on, hear the close. Enemy has a lock.
Missile's not homing in properly.
When in range of enemy jammers, missile lock-on and homing capabilities are reduced.
I should switch to Kwanzaa.
Target is hit. Trigger took down the enemy EW aircraft.
They're after me. I need cover.
All aircraft be advised. Enemy strike fighters are on the approach. They're fullbacks, definitely faster than the ones before.
They'll pose a serious threat. Take them down.
Righto. Trigger, let's get this done quick.
We're past the third checkpoint. We're halfway there.
From Puffin to all ships. Change formation.
Full speed ahead. Move in front of the landing ship Puffin. We're going to be their shield. Are you sure? Damn sure. It's 3 strikes.
Target acquired.
Evade. Continuing attack.
Going up. Going up. Breaching.
Strider 1, missile away.
That's it. Trigger splashed a fighter.
Protect the landing ship at all costs. Shield it with your life.
Target eliminated. Go to work.
Looks like we'll have that beast captured in no time.
They'll be happy to see us. Spent 2 years at the bottom of the ocean. They wouldn't want to go back to that. Seaways failed. Incoming. The landing ship is under attack. Keep the enemy away from our ships. I see 3 strikes. I'll kill you.
All aircraft be advised. 2 bogies on the approach. Aircraft type, Su-47.
Rockets. Marusha doesn't have many of those. Where'd they come from?
Hey, Rich, can I kill him now? I've waited long enough.
Use the confusion to get all this sex.
Like a true villain, huh? I like the way you think.
I'll see it on my tail. Taking fire. Idiots, ignore their illusions.
Don't call me an idiot. I'd kill you if you weren't my brother.
The bogey shot down an Erusian bird.
What do you mean?
There's no more reinforcements. They must be hostile. You are clear to engage. Don't hesitate.
I'm gonna screw you up so bad.
Who are these guys?
Neither Ocean nor Illusion. We're just flipping bats.
How do you dodge that?
He's after me.
Hang in there, Scream.
Hostiles just popped out of nowhere.
It's an ECM, type of saturation decoy.
Visually scan for the source.
Right, Scream. Keep them hanging.
Die.
targets destroyed.
This takes away the enemy's surface to ship capabilities. Fine work, Trigger.
So many of our flares! The enemy has a log on me.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Negative. Negative.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Let the LRSSG take care of the enemy aircraft. SIO station. Target enemy aircraft.
Target is in range of guns.
Partly shot down the SU-34 approaching
Target is
fleet.
down.
We owe you one.
Captain, they're ready for takeoff, sir. They're prepared to sacrifice their lives to carry the cargo. Ready to fall. Captain, do you see? Our place is not down. Our business will be sacrificed to fulfill the rest.
Captain, it's three strikes to the crew. They've tied down the enemy bird. Our men just might make it through.
Pacific Hunter's charge. Great.
Target in sight. Main gun, stand ready.
Incoming missile. Where's Million? Three strikes to the squad and over them. I'm going to help you with this clearance. Strider 1, hostile.
Missile, don't let it touch you!
Going through.
I'm on my target's tail.
Splash 1.
In gun range.
We can take the plane with it.
Entering ESM range. 2 minutes remaining.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Made it hit it. Direct this away from me. Stay in formation.
Target acquired. Missile hit.
Picking up. Engage, Fox 2.
Receiving support from ESM.
That submarine was
Behind the enemy.
We're still fighting.
Locked on bandit.
1 minute remaining.
Take one. Fox 2.
Hostile eliminated. That's the way to do it. Alicorn, do you copy? We cannot stop the approaching enemy landing ship. Scuttle the sub immediately. That's a madness, man. It belongs to the illusion military. What do you say? Don't you see?
Ruffin, this is Lancaster. Enemy's resistance is dwindling and we've almost secured air superiority.
Copy, copy. Commencing capture operation.
The rest is all yours, Captain. Now I can finally have my sausage rolls.
That's the kind of food you eat up there?
Of course, anything other than finger food would get in the way of my duties.
It clearly wasn't what she meant. Took longer than I expected. I'll be leaving now. Take command from here on.
Well done, pilot.
Then slow ahead both engines.
Are you sure? Landing ship Puffin to all active units. Enemy submarine has started moving.
Commence firing. Main guns commence fire.
Bearing 180, cruising at 5 knots. Movement on the deck. It's their aircraft.
Alicorn fired on her with the railguns. The landing ship's on fire. It's gonna sink.
Confirming launch of submarine-based aircraft. 4 bird. It appears one of them is carrying a cruise missile.
What?
What happened? Listen up. You need to track that bird down. Hurry!
Pastor Ian, do you hear me? David North here. There's a possibility the cruise missile is a WMD.
Shit! Hey, what about the submarine?
Gotta help our ship first.
Don't lose them. Shoot them down.
Shit! Open vents. Fill all ballast tanks. Full speed ahead once we're underway.
Trigger's caught up to them.
Scrap them, Trigger.
Enemy submarine is going under.
Shit! That monster will roam the oceans.
12 miles until the aircraft leaves the AO. Target's destruction confirmed.
Seems he was down by 3 strikes. The damn bastard ruined it. Captain, don't you see? He walked all over it with his dirty boots, over the crisp white sheets of my bed that I had just made. Let's have him assist in the next plan. It'll make a fine sideshow for our scheme to kill 1 million people. Or was it the plan to save 10 million lives, Command Duty Officer?
The operation has been completed. Stand by for further orders.
Hold on. We still don't know who those bats were. Why were they after Trigger? They were using OCS radio frequency. You mean they're on our side?
Impossible. They didn't respond to our IFF. Or maybe they were there to settle a personal score. There's nothing unusual about being shot in the back by an ally.
Guess it might have been that way where we came from, but you know what I'm saying, Trigger?
Everyone, here's a question.
That's enough. Remove him from the call.
Wait, don't hang up on me yet. How did they know that we had intelligence on their weapons of mass destruction? They never would have taken such actions if they didn't know.
They have a spy.
Better to be suspicious than not, I suppose.
At the very least, we'll have to assume from here on out that they know everything that we do.
Another question, Alex. Captain Matias Torres, the captain of the Alicorn. What is his goal?
There are 21 likely targets. The number of main routes
Wrong.
to the targets is 2,405.
You're being too logical.
Want me to define main?
Alex, can you be more sensory?
What do you mean?
Make me a collage of Torres' quotes. Work freely. Keep my hypothesis in mind.
Life taken by cheap kills of forward projectional sea power.
No good.
No good.
Alex. All right, let's go on. Try to be a little more sensuous.
Monstrous, 16,752. And salvation of passivity.
Okay.
Vulgarity of 6 per minute. A forward security.
Good.
Will of nuclear retaliation on death. 160 millimeter guidance where massacre is placed by mass planning.
More logically.
Salvation of 10 million. An elegant massacre upon the Cage continents.
Stop. That's correct, or is it?
David, I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes. Based on your hypothesis and mission parameters
From the past, I ran a precision combat simulation. But it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are: 1. Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is 99%.
What?
significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 Strike's data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
The Erusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
From which source, Brigadier General? There's a possibility the Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on, speak only when authorized. I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead, carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyuk Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Erusian territory. To delay hostile detection, you will sortie in small numbers and make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie. Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Hujan, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider Squadron will be deployed.
Well, all right, I got this.
To cover our lack of numbers, we're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here, we've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change armaments. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting them. Use this window to destroy high-threat targets. That should make things much easier for you.
It should also raise the survival rate.
Survival rate, huh?
The element of surprise and resupplying are the key. Beyond that, I just need a couple of pilots who will stick to my orders. We don't need an ace to succeed. Got anything to say? Good.
Brigadier General.
That is all.
David, go on.
Let me share the career of Matias Torres, captain of the Submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you think?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was the captain of the battleship Tanager at the time of the Continental War. It led Aegir Fleet, the invincible armada. But when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero?
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live. Transfer from surface to underwater is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation, along with the fact that the Alicorn is no ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add one more to the mission conditions.
What, you want to make it even harder?
I want a 100% survival rate for the sortie. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party's served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Look up. I'll need their hearts out.
Sorry, Trigger, but the juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! 4 bogeys! ETA 2 minutes!
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Alright, where's my artisanal burgers? Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game.
Resistance from enemy air defenses confirmed. Keep on dining. Just don't pay for it.
Righto! Begin firing Sam! They think they've already won. Now's our chance.
Now time for a counterstrike!
Dockyard Bay taking damage from airstrikes. Going like ships on pain. If only we had anti-ship missiles by the truckload. Brigadier General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time? Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Omnos is going as planned. That's a lot of ships lost. We're gonna make a fortune once the war's over. Buy stock in salvage companies while you can.
Excellent.
They're trying to destroy the entire fleet with anti-ship missiles.
Anti-air gun eliminated. Chaffin flares launched.
If we can get him here, we'll be able to save a lot of boys in Farbanti.
Okay. AA combat now. 8 targets designated by the CIC. Commence fire. Lieutenant General Shepard, we have a status report. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized. 3 strikes. You suggest this operation that doesn't rely on our ace pilots. 3 strikes. Yes, sir.
Strider 1, enemy forces around Dockyard Bay shipyard have been mostly eliminated.
Get over here, Trigger. Got some strong shots for you if you like. There's plenty for the 2 of us.
Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've ended your weapons bay.
This is Tiger 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our targets. Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Prynn, sending coordinates.
All aircraft, we data link the intel we received from our recon team. If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down.
Sir, airships are operational. Search and rescue operations are underway. Target enemy definitely the work of 3 strikes. They'd reject my report if it weren't.
Enemy fleet up ahead.
If this size fleet were headed to Farbanti, OCO would have a tough fight.
Well, looks like it's gonna be the 3 of us. You ready, Captain Trigger?
You betcha. Not a single ship's gonna leave the port. Target confirmed down. Samuel Prynn gone. Arusia's naval stratagem will lose its edge. Don't let your guard down, guys. 100% survival rate. Let's go.
Yeah, we're all going home together.
Ahead! Confirm the ship is destroyed apart. Target destroyed.
Their AA defense system has been destroyed.
Yeah, Trigger took care of the pricks.
Only one.
Aegis vessel Thalassa has been destroyed. The enemy's AA capability should be greatly reduced.
Keeping minimal personnel on board for damage control. Negative. All personnel abandoned ship. Captain, ship like this. Accept this report. Do whatever it takes to shoot them down. Vehicle destroyed. Taking out quite a few of them, but there's still some left.
Strike 1, missile away. It's not over yet. We'll have some desserts.
I knew you'd say that.
4 MiG-31's approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2,000.
My time. You're catching up. Stay back. You're not equipped for air to air. Please look up as you gun. Engaging.
Came in for a picnic and found ourselves in a marathon. Thought you said this was going to be a walk in the park?
You take walks to, well, walk. But a picnic, you have to eat.
You don't have to tell me which you prefer. Your aircraft destroyed the entire port. Hallucinating.
It's not a hallucination, it's a nightmare!
It's launched. All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Awesome, keep it up, Trigger.
Bandits coming from the northwest. They're in large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
Warfighters are coming in from below altitude and bearing 015. We have a report that 3 strikes is among them. We have no further intel. Sorry, we couldn't protect the port.
Roger that. Leave the rest done. Africa Squadron, Charlie Quadron, clear to engage. Running bonus time. Don't waste anywhere. I'm done.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
This is Tucker 04 requesting airstrike. Sending coordinates. 3 strikes is performing well above our expectations. You sound downright ecstatic. All right, Trigger, let's go get him.
Launched. All Foxhounds have been splashed.
Can't stop us with just machine guns. Those are hurt. Thank God!
Enemy's got a lock. Breaking.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Evade! Missile incoming!
Locked on bandit. Enemy on your 6!
Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Metas and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
You have to fight a pristine fleet? After all that?
Let's do this. Bridge to CIC. Multiple smoke plumes from the port. One for the bad weather. We've been caught there. Prepare for anti-air combat. Our drone has reached the target. Captain, we're starting the guided artillery fire drill.
Command to the officer.
You don't see it, do you? It's imagination.
Your imagination might develop submariners.
A single ship can save 10 million lives. Hand drill. For anti-air combat.
Trigger, don't push your luck on the damaged aircraft. Get on the return line if you need to.
Come on, dodge that missile! Timing! Get your pal!
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
The Paso has a lock! This one's mine!
I've been equipped on 3 strikes. Number 2, stay with me. Roger that.
Strider 1, this way.
Target confirmed down. That was Fleet Commander Gleb Almazov on board. It's gonna take a long time to rebuild the fleet without him.
Additional UAVs on radar.
Pretty shabby for a reinforcement.
Stay sharp. There's something amiss.
Strider 1, missile away.
Don't you sneak up.
Target eliminated. Target acquired.
Give that missile, Strider 2!
Warning, incoming high-speed projectile.
Projectile?
It's the terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV.
What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation!
Impact of the UAV's coordinates.
Shit, I'm hit!
What? What happened?
More on the way.
What in the world?
You alright?
Fire incoming. Distance 50,000. It's adjusting its course.
Trigger, get away from it!
Distance 30,000. Contact imminent.
Trigger, you hanging in there?
Excellent. Salvation. The death of a million is a necessity.
Analysis shows the projectile was a railgun shell. We're currently determining the launch site.
They're shooting from beyond the horizon. That's why we need a UAV for terminal guidance.
We'll data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it. You told me to leave my teammates behind.
Motion, head back. I want that 100% survival rate.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
us covered.
I'm counting on you. Missile!
Missile hit! Aegis vessel Metis destroyed. Strider 1, missile away. Chaff and flares are running low. Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. Projectile exploded at distance. Must be a failsafe.
Bingo! Looks like we found a solution.
Alright, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
That's easy for you to say.
Missile hit!
Trigger just sank a battleship.
Battleship is no U.S. crippled. Navigation is disabled.
That ship's heavily armored. How could that be? Locked on. This one's a goner. Tucker 04 to Lancaster. We need you to attack the designated heli. Shaking off enemy lock.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Target confirmed down. Captain Alonso Terrico gone. Aegis vessel Thalassa won't be much of a threat.
Can I make it? Bandit under 6, watch it.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Strider 1, watch your tail.
Target confirmed down. 10 years. Vice Commander of the 7th Destroyer Squadron, Tom Von Lee, will be in charge of the Erusian Navy. Well, would have been, actually.
Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact.
Behind the enemy.
Contact imminent.
Damn cowards, shooting us from beyond our range.
2 minutes remaining. Missile is closing. Strider 1, break.
Enemy behind you.
Miss. Target still active. Missile launched.
Bandit down. Nicely done.
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact. Railgun shell lost its target. Target acquired. Strider 1, missile away. Strider 1, bandit splashed.
Three strikes. Relax the drive. Imagine it just not killed. But you ask.
It's gone.
The captain wanted to steal from you, to torment you, to burn you to cut you apart. It was for your sins, your actions, and your vengeance. There has to be a reason. Three strikes has none of that. I turn from resupply. Do you see, Command Duty Officer? Do you see, Command Duty Officer? You don't, do you?
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed. Taking on this much naval power is an astonishing feat.
Well done. We've managed to hit the Erusian Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard.
That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one.
Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the Operation Airspace. You completed the mission. It's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard.
Stand by. Warning. 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090. Su-47s.
Lanza! Missile! Behind you! Lanza!
Strider 3 is hit.
Good. Now we have less goons to deal with. Do it, Scream! That's those damn bats!
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you! Watch out for their missiles! The missile alert didn't go off!
Alicorns have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick. Calling out to unidentified aircraft. Cease combat immediately and withdraw. Done.
Brigadier General Clemens is radioing enemy aircraft on Ocean channels.
Too late. Trigger's already started. I repeat, withdraw. Just let anyone think you reserved up. 3 strikes is going down. Responding. You goddamn idiots.
You call me an idiot again, I'll kill you.
You siblings can go to hell together. Brother and sister?
I'm getting back. God damn it.
Good, you're on their 6. It's 2 on 2, Trigger. We can't lose.
Sorry, but you don't count. It's 2 on 1.
Who you calling a wuss?
The bats seem to enhance their ECM capabilities.
Righto. He's busy focused on taking you down. We're trying to make you chase one so the other can get on your ass.
Don't take your surviving 3 strikes.
Target acquired.
Scream! Damn it! You paid for this 3 strikes!
Only 1 left. Run them down together. With the death blow, we with you, Trigger.
I'll kill him! I'll kill him, alright!
Projectile guidance terminated. All of the enemy's approaching
I don't pity him. Not one bit.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
You psycho.
You paid for this 3 strikes!
He's definitely lost his mind.
There may only be 1 left. Don't let your guard down.
Let's finish this once and for all, Trigger.
How dare you!
Missile away. Marker drone down. The shell exploded. It's off the grid.
She was my blood and only!
Way to go, Trigger.
Scream!
That's a hit. We got the bat.
Take that, asshole.
Scream! 3 strikes! Just as I imagined. What we do, this is how we end. But know this, 3 strikes. I'd rather go to hell than live in a world shaped by you. So yeah, we'll be heading there now.
Unidentified aircraft. Eject. Eject now.
I gotta catch up to her.
The bat's blip has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
Meet us at the drop-off point. 3 strikes has removed all Strangler illusion forces. That did make for a good sideshow.
I have no doubt that the plan will save 10 million lives from the illusion of their true victory.
Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
Ujan, no, stop it! Hey, chill.
Ujan, stand down! Sit!
Shit, my cola.
The fleet at Anchorhead was eliminated, and we prevented the submarine from joining forces. The unidentified aircraft were shot down too. The mission was a complete success.
Complete success, my ass.
Brigadier General, it sure seemed to me like the bats knew you pretty damn well.
You seem to be confused. Report in for a medical check. We'll decide if you're still fit for service based on the examinations.
Cut it!
That's enough! Get the MP!
He's right. Get the MP.
Vice Chairman Edwards of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
The Alicorn slipped into Anchorhead Bay after the mission was completed, using the confusion for cover. It resupplied quickly and escaped unharmed. Their goal was not to join forces. It was to resupply using the window we created by chasing away the Erusian forces. We did their bidding, albeit unknowingly. But the problem runs deeper than our lack of tactical acumen. Analyst North, explain for us.
The crew caught in a submarine accident, 330 men made it back alive. Of them, 300 are still on the sub today. Our intel has led us to believe that some or all of the 30 men who left the sub are now working as agents for the Alicorn. Sabotage, espionage, cyber propaganda, dissemination of false intel. Brigadier General, do you recognize the name Edgar Saxon, or Zool, as he used to go by? He is a former member of the Alicorn's crew, and your source of intel.
You are a fool, Brigadier General Clemens. Not only that, the radio communications during the mission suggest you are a traitor.
Sir, if you check with Lieutenant General Shepard, you'll understand that this is all just a misunderstanding.
The Lieutenant General claims you were responsible for handling all aspects of the mission. Now, let me say that again. Get the MP.
No need for that. Piece of shit.
We've acquired important intel from the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air fire came in on depressed trajectories. Look, the estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge.
A mobile Stonehenge.
And also, this. The Alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon?
Tactical nukes.
Close. The answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Hey, he got that question right.
Nah, I missed the shell part.
Quiet!
They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Ocean capital.
They want a nuclear war?
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have the nukes.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
But we're after an Erusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Erusia's justification is that the Alicorn mutinied. As such, the Erusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
Damn.
So they intend on dropping a nuke on the Ocean capital of ORED.
Here's a question for you, analyst. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.
Some individuals are exempt from rules that should apply to everyone. A hero is suddenly a risk factor the moment the war is over. So you murder him. Crude, but effective. In reality, they've no need for living heroes, just dead ones. Here's a question, Alex. Can we stop Captain Matias Torres?
Depends on if you treat the captain or 3 strikes as a singularity.
Both are. What happens when 2 singularities exist on the same field?
That requires 7 months calculation with current resources.
We'll just have to trust the guys in the field.
David, evacuate.
No, I still have to finish up here.
The Erusian military finally sent part of the Alicorn specs. Its basic capabilities listed here were as we predicted. What's interesting is this over here. In addition to main guns, they have a 600mm 128 caliber rail cannon. The barrel exceeds 70 meters. Its range is over 3,000 kilometers. That matches what we calculated from the bombardment on Anchorhead Bay. The mini nuke they seem to have obtained has a yield of 1 kiloton. It'll destroy anything within a 400-meter radius of ground zero. Casualties are to be in the tens of thousands.
I know some things are better left unsaid, but let me say it. That's less damage than I expected.
Nice catch. Do you remember this speech?
This vote has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. Only then will they let go of their weapons. Weapons that would have taken the lives of 10 million.
The imagery invoked by those words and the actual predicted damage just don't match.
So, here's a question.
Sorry, got no quizzes for you today. They will launch the nuke on September 19th.
Why are you so sure?
Because that's the anniversary of the end of the Continental War. Anti-war demonstrations and victory parades are in full swing in ORED. There's about 1 million participants in total. That number will rise on the anniversary. However, this nuke isn't that powerful. They'd have to thread through the eye of a needle to achieve their desired result.
Terminal guidance would be needed.
Right. How do they intend to achieve it when even GPS won't work?
You're all thinking too much. If we sink the submarine, it's problem solved.
Crude, but effective.
Crude?
All right, look at this. The Alicorn's expected course. We know it was off Anchorhead Bay, and it has to get to ORED within range before September 19th. They must avoid being detected by OSEA, its allies' sound surveillance system, and ships. Taking into account its maximum operating depth, this is the only possible route. The Alicorn will move along the Azalea Seamount chain and reach a rather blandly named body of water called PX-8443. The waters here are shallow due to an undersea mountain range and nearby islands. This is where it'll be. We also know roughly when they'll arrive in the area.
Quite the prediction you have.
Indeed, but if it makes it through, then you're looking at P&E Trench. The Subsnac's operating depth is 600 meters. Tracking it would be impossible.
Right. Now I'm going to give you the mission details, so listen up. Our mission is to cooperate with the patrol aircraft to find the Alicorn. In the first phase of the mission, multiple patrol aircraft will drop sonobuoys to build a sonobuoy barrier. Then, in the second phase, we narrow down the possible location of the Alicorn by analyzing the data obtained from the sonobuoys. The results of our analysis will be data linked and shown on an overlay on your radars. And for the final phase, Trigger, you're gonna look for the submarine. We acquired one special MAD, a magnetic anomaly detector, for this. It'll be on Trigger's plane. Fly over where we expect the Alicorn might be. If the submarine is right beneath you, your MAD will detect it. You'll also have nautical charts on your radars, so use them. Once it's found, our fleet will commence a unified attack with ass rocks and sink it.
And if we miss?
4 ships will be joining the operation. There won't be a second salvo.
So who's flying, Wiseman?
Everyone except myself. Oh. This is in order. Now get your fat asses moving.
Well, it's time for some treasure hunt, Trigger.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Hushin. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
This is Patrol Aircraft Sector 1. We'll deploy the sonobuoy barrier. We're all prepared to buy the farm, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one needs to fly to locate it.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Wilco.
Understood. Understood.
Roger.
Understood.
3 strikes of rebels in the killing. Catch him like that. Go! Rip those wings off that degenerate! Strider 2, engaging. Strider 3, engaging.
Cyclops 2 engaging.
They must have been waiting for us in the air.
Cyclops 4, engaging. Here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
20 to 30, depending on the type of aircraft, but it's unconfirmed intel. Could be more. 3 strikes could reduce it to a single digit.
Not sure it's because of trigger, but those are calculations I do like.
Know the answer soon enough.
Burn everything we've got as soon as we find that sub. We've only got one chance.
Missile away. We're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
So there were more hiding.
Trigger, can you get him?
That's the 3 strike aircraft I heard about. Attempting to break in enemy lock.
Missile launched. Trigger won't be able to defend them all.
Hey, we're at angle. I've got to get rid of this guy. Breaking. Was that 3 strikes? Thanks, buddy. Boots 2.
Do you have a moment?
What's up?
Groups of demonstrators have clashed. People are running away. There's lots of signs held up. There are even banners flying in the air. They're advertising drones.
What? You're an ORED?
Well, yeah, I live here. I have a small patrol guidance launch there.
I meant, why aren't you running?
You guys are running, aren't you?
Damn right.
Yes, those drones are running away.
What do you mean?
I'll call you back. Alex, I need you to check something.
The hostiles are coming after us!
Damn it. They aren't meant to fly when we haven't secured air superiority. Strider 1, missile launched.
The aircraft from the submarine are well trained.
UAV is down.
Gotcha, what to? Hostile confirmed down! Dodge it down. 3 strikes got her back.
Trigger, the other guys are standing their ground, but in the end, it comes down to you. Do us proud. 70% of sonar buoys dropped.
Just a little more.
All aircraft be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles.
Deploying the barriers planned. Let's do it! Wipe us out, huh? I got a bandit on lock.
Target acquired. Cyclops 2, Fox 2. Strider 1, missile away.
Situation normal. Should we clear the baffles, Captain?
They won't chase by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
Doesn't matter how tough that sub is. Our job remains the same. We've lost the tackle!
Target locked.
Our patrol aircraft are under attack.
Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for impact.
Our patrol aircraft are in trouble.
95% of sonar buoys dropped. Damn it, they can't break away!
They must be very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas.
Come if you dare. 3 strikes.
Friendly flash to hostile. That was close.
That's it, Trigger. You're the key to our success.
Got it! We'll pull out of the side!
Shit. Hold on tight, guys.
Confirming new hostiles.
Our ghost pal is in a tight spot.
Control down. Protect the remaining aircraft.
No more on my watch.
Strider 1, missile away.
Locked on. This one's a goner.
Missile hit. Fox 2, Fox 2. Missile away.
Strider 1 is back to bed.
All sonar buoys dropped. Barrier completed. Analysis complete. Data linking the Alicorn navigable zone.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
Treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger, you're on contingent combat air patrol. The MAD won't function at high speeds. Fly slower than 430 knots.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
Trigger. Your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They predicted that we lose the MAD. Seems like this is our contingency.
Similar to the source of the noise on the ocean surface. It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys. They think those cheap toys will help them escape our net. What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
Explosion? Control aircraft. What's happening underwater? Underwater living is impossible. We're only hearing explosion activity. The Alicorn will soon those recover and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Full speed ahead. Aye, sir.
Target hit.
Don't let him get away.
Damn it. Spectre, I need you to determine the sublocation again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonar buoys to respond.
Oh, God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data linking.
Its location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry. It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
You can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time it, Trigger. Count on it.
Think we can find it? This is pretty tough.
Let's do this.
Lanza, draw the attention of the hostile at 9 o'clock.
You've reeled it in. Positive hit on the MAD.
That's it.
Strider 1 found the Submarine Alicorn.
Yeah! All that flying around paid off.
We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow.
Target coordinates acquired. Coordinates reassigned.
Commence preparations to fire the VL Asrock.
VL Asrock ready for launch.
Line of fire is clear. Ready.
Fire all missiles.
Fire!
Missile away.
All anti-submarine missiles launched.
Report the results.
Did we get him? They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about. Throttle up!
The Alicorn fired its railguns.
It's using its main guns for anti-air combat.
Target's destruction confirmed.
The Alicorn is diving. Dallas thing should be damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched. There's no means of retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life. Major Squadron will continue surveillance. We might be able to locate it if it's about to surface.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto. I've got
Fox 2. UAV eliminated.
Fox 2. Underwater coordinates.
Enemy submarine surfacing.
Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss? Commence fire! Enemies got a lock! Fire! Fire!
Missile away. Target hit.
Missile! I have to evade!
The Alicorn has launched aircraft.
That's some real skill there. They've got serious guts to take off right now.
Guts. They're just damn crazy.
Check the radiation level every 5 minutes. Do we have any coolant leaks? Reactor's no good. Focus on anti-air combat.
Flying objects have been launched from the Alicorn. They have different signatures from the UAVs we've seen.
Small UAVs have activated EM barriers.
I have visual. They look similar to the Arsenal Bird's defense system.
What do we do then? We don't have Stonehenge to bust through them, you know.
The Alicorn has submerged. Wait for the next window of attack.
My fellow submariners, your lives carry weight. It gives you the right to take the lives of others. We cannot let the enemy's attacks reach our brothers. Put your head on with first strike and take him down with me. The aircraft with the 3 scars.
Missile away.
What are we, a suicide squad? Oh, death wish come true.
UAV destroyed.
The Alicorn underwater. Attendants launching. Why should we fear death?
The Alicorn is surfaced. Commence assault.
Main guns commence fire.
That's a hit. Target is hit.
That was triggered!
Ballast tanks have been damaged. We can't maintain buoyancy.
Get through their anti-air barrage.
Attack the gun.
Strider 1, missile away. All railguns have been destroyed.
Strider 1!
Trigger took both of its arms off. Don't let your guard down. There's no guarantee that monster only has a pair of them.
We lost both of our main guns. Fire all remaining weaponry at 3 strikes. Ignore all other aircraft. Keep firing. Crush their lives under the weight of your lead.
Target hit.
The enemy submarine's outer hull is severely damaged. It won't be able to dive like that.
Yeah.
All right!
What?
What's going on?
I know this voice. This is the submarine aircraft cruiser Alicorn. We surrender. Stop shooting.
All aircraft, cease fire.
It's a con man talking. I should know.
Let's just sink it!
Negative. We cannot attack those that have surrendered. It's a breach of international law.
I repeat, we surrender.
What do we do?
Weapon use is prohibited.
Why hold international law so dearly? We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. Then I'll happily quit my career.
Do not attack.
We will surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
I'm David North, an analyst at the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed your terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Let me tell you a story. Back when I was a gunnery officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm. The seas were rough that day, and still I landed one of the 2 shots.
Here's a question. Was your plan elegant? The answer is yes. At least until 3 strikes ruined it.
What do you know of beauty?
They have no intention to surrender. Stop them, Trigger. Hit the barrel, Trigger. Hurry!
Wait, Trigger.
Stop attacking immediately.
Charged up. Target is the Ocean capital of Foreign. To take the lives of 1 million people 5,000 kilometers away is not happening again.
It fired.
It's okay. The shell will miss.
What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass.
Open that shell!
All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn.
Wilco.
All right.
Wilco. Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
SDF error. Can't read the elevation of the barrel.
3 strikes in the sky is a sign of an ill omen. Captain, all slow ahead. Flood the aft trim tanks.
First, open the gas first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs.
Don't you see 3 strikes? 10 million lives will be saved at the cost of a mere 1 million lives.
Liar! You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Capacity charge at 45%. Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
Trigger, you're putting an end to this.
Don't hesitate. They quit being soldiers the moment they fake their surrender.
A powerful boat and a powerful gun, powerful ammunition, and to have lots of people and a precise aim. Sprinkle death over all of it, and the formula is complete.
You're nothing more than a mass murderer.
Good. Your attacks are hitting the base of the rail cannon.
You just made a statement with that engine trigger. All right.
Target hit. Target hit.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger.
Confirming explosions. The rail cannon's been destroyed.
Yeah, baby. Don't you see? 1 million lives!
The Alicorn's hull is severely damaged. No, it's completely split in 2.
He really pulled it off.
And that's our final answer.
I see loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah.
There are some who send those around them to their doom. Like Captain Matias Torres was a devil incarnate. But there are others. Others who show the way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast a light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it. This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, banishing the darkness.
Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft in David, the operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Could you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall.
operation is complete.
Can we celebrate now?
Yeah, good work.
Yeah!
Your next mission's in 32 hours.
Whoa. Not something I'll
That was
tell my son
something.
about. Give me a break.
I'm good, Alex. Won't need that wake-up call every 2 hours anymore.
David, only the summary is fine. Give me the report ASAP. I'll hand it to the president.
That's why I haven't slept in the last 80 hours.
78 hours and 52 minutes.
Okay. Well, now to the conclusion. Assuming that 3 strikes is a singularity, why not terminate him?
There is a fact that has been observed in all of the missions 3 Strikes has taken part in. All dependent elements that either mimic or follow the subject have increased chances of survival.
Try to be more sensuous.
Go Trigger's way, he'll make it. He leads the way.
Really?
Significance is high.
That's uncharacteristically illogical of you.
Ha ha ha.
Is that really how you laugh?